location near you.
For Hannah Davey.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets from land, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Sailors, that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's the last game of the road trip. The Edmonton Oilers take on the LA Kings. Good afternoon. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannam. We are the Oilers Radio Network. And the starting lineup is brought to you by Coventry Homes. Check out the newest fan cave in Kristalina Nera or any Coventry show home for a chance to win Oilers prizes. Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Connor McDavid with Vasily Podkolzin and Matt Savoy. Matthias Ekholm, Evan Bouchard are on defense. In goal, it's Connor Ingram. For the Kings, Quentin Byfield with Trevor Moore and Alex Laferriere on defense. Mikey Anderson and Drew Doughty in goal. It's Anton Forsberg. Kelly Sutherland and Corey Sivrett, they're the referees. Ben O'Quinn and Jonathan Deschamps, they're on the lines, and the puck goes into the Kings' end. And Moore trying to get it out, and he does. Got it to center. Bouchard across to Ekholm. He'll blast the puck in. It'll come around on the boards just off the stick of Bouchard. He's got to chase after it. Moore in pursuit as they go into the Oilers zone. And Bouchard got it to the line. It doesn't get out. Doughty will shoot it. Blockered away and out of play by Ingram. 28 seconds gone here in a scoreless first.
Well, a hard rim there by Matthias Ekholm, but the Oilers didn't really have the support. And it put Evan Bouchard in a little bit of duress. And sometimes you got to punt pucks. This will be interesting to see Max Jones. He's played along the fourth line. He's second line, and they're going to go Kopitar's line head-to-head against Nugent Hopkins' line. And RNH has probably had some challenges of late at center. This is a tough matchup here in Kopitar's last home game in the regular season in this building.
And the puck to the right wing point. Clark on the right side for Kempe. Shoots it wide of the Edmonton net. Edmonton from the left. The shot, it was tipped off the outside of the net. Copitar with the redirection. Nurse on the left wing will get it out. Knocked out of the air by Panarin. They'll say it was knocked down by a high stick. But Copitar right in front of the net with a little redirection. Yeah. This is game 1,518 of his NHL career. And like you were saying, last regular season home game for Copitar in his 20th season here with the Kings.
Obviously a two-time Stanley Cup champion and the number one center on those teams. And he's been the number one center a long time here. And I mean, when they had Kopitar, the emerging Byfield, and Danault last year, they were good. Now, Lott has stepped up since coming over from the trade deadline.
Puck shot into the Kings zone. And Edmondson behind the net to Clark around the right wing. Nurse pinched up, but that's going to go all the way down, and it will be icing against Los Angeles.
And we're going to see McDavid's line come back out here after a quick 30-second shift. Last time we were here, the Oilers got three ugly ones on Darcy Kemper, and Forsberg came in and Edmonton pounded them 8-1. It's back in February.
DJ Smith made reference to that game in his pregame media availability. And Panarin into center ice. But the Kings weren't too happy with that one. Puck shot into the Oilers zone.
Well, the Oilers didn't run up the score, I can tell you that.
They did win it 8-1, and up to center it will be Ekholm to shoot it in. Oilers have a shootout loss to the Kings as well. Puck flipped to the line. Moore will get it out. It's going to go down. It's going to be icing against the Kings. Oilers losing 4-3 in a shootout January 10th. That was in Edmonton. And February 26th, that was the 8-1 win here against the Kings.
That was the wild road trip where the Oilers scored 17 goals in 3 games and only got 2 points.
Yeah. You don't see that very often.
No.
Face off to the right of Forsberg. He's won his last 3 starts. He played Thursday, that 4-1 win over Vancouver, made 24 saves. And Henrique wins a draw. Puck to the line. Shot wide of the net by Wallman. And Moore will get it up to center ice. LaFerriere knocks it down, shoots it in. Wallman caught an edge, went hard to the boards. Ingram out to play it. Gets it around the glass. It'll get just out. At center ice, it's Armia on the right wing. Gave it to Lawton. Will shoot it in. Bounces just wide of the Edmonton goal. Emberson up the right wing. Knocked down by Armia. Get it into the corner. Gets tied up along the boards. Henrique tried to jam it free. Lawton will get it to the blue line. Dumoulin shot, and that one blocked in front of the Edmonton net. We're scoreless here in the first. Just over 2 minutes gone. Henrique with Armia all over him. Get it back to Emberson. Will stop in behind the Edmonton goal.
Not a great start. Oilers get Doc and Frederick out here in the line with Szymanski. And these 2 guys in the wings pounded San Jose on Wednesday night.
Wallman through the middle. Had it go off the stick of Szymanski and into Los Angeles territory. The puck along the boards on the left side. Hellenius up the left wing. His stick came up from Szymanski. And it'll go off the stick of Joseph into the Oiler bench, and we'll get a whistle.
They're trying to appeal they're saying Hellenius may have been cut on the play, but they're wondering why there was no call on Szymanski. So Colton Dock had 7 hits, and it became infectious for Trent Frederick. He had 7 hits, and you could see maybe a 4th line come playoff time when all the bodies come back again. No Jason Dickinson tonight. But you could see maybe Frederick and Doc playing on the line with Adam Henrique on the Oilers' 4th line once Leon comes back in the mix and Zach Hyman and Dickinson.
To center ice, and Murphy went to shoot it in, went off the stick of Joseph. That goes out of play.
The Oilers need 1 point in their final 3 games to get in the playoffs, and if they win out, they win the division. And it would be the first time since 1987.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, when you think the Oilers won the Cup in 88 and 90.
Exactly.
And went to the final in 06, and again the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Shows you a bit about how the game has changed as well. I mean, there's only been 1 President's Trophy winner in the last 15 years that's won the Stanley Cup.
Puck shot into the Oilers zone. It comes up to the line and just out. On the right wing, Ward will shoot it in. Joseph pushes it in behind the net. Ward centering it, and Hellenius could not get a stick on it. Out to center for Edmonton is Frederick. Into the Kings zone. Cross ice pass, batted on goal. Saved by Forsberg with a left pad as Nurse put that one on goal. On the right wing, Dumoulin will get it out, and it is sent all the way down. That's going to be an icing call against the Kings.
We also have a President's Trophy winner, generally regarded as the best coach in the NHL, that didn't win a game in the playoffs 1 year. That was John Cooper, the Tampa Bay Lightning, who last 3 years made the playoffs, didn't win a series. He's the only head coach in the league that's missed the playoffs for 3 straight years, or been in the playoffs, not won a series. What's going on here? Kapanen. He has an issue of some sort.
Yeah.
Or was there...
Oh, they had 5 already out there.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Okay. Kapanen was number 6. So he had to come back to the Oiler bench.
Another offensive zone draw, so McDavid's back out with Podkolzin. I think he was out early enough at yesterday's practice.
Vasily Podkolzin? He's always the first guy out there. He was out there plenty early yesterday.
40 minutes before practice started yesterday.
Bouchard on the right wing, point into the corner to McDavid, goes behind the net. Oh, bring it in front. And it went off his stick before he could backhand it on goal. And behind the net, Lawton around the boards. Bouchard keeping it in to McDavid through the middle. McDavid with a little move in the slot. A shot, and that sails wide of the Kings' goal. Dumoulin in behind the net. He is pressured by Podkolzin. The puck goes to Ward in the right corner. Will go up in the air. Joseph will glove it down at center and then shoot it in.
Fourth line versus first line matchup. And McDavid's shot got blocked. Otherwise, the Oilers would have had a chance for a rebound down low.
Evan Bouchard leads the NHL in defenseman scoring with 91 points. He's got points in the last 4 straight. He's got it right now. Through the middle to Nugent Hopkins into the Kings' end. On the left side to Kapanen into the blue line. Wallman with a shot and a glove save by Forsberg on a hard shot from the left wing point by Jake Wallman.
I always wonder why the Kings fans here boo when other teams are doing a reset back in their zone when LA's the team that's not forechecking. Like, you're allowing the opposition to do a stationary breakout. And I know they like to call it a 1-3-1, but at times in the playoffs the last couple of years, it was more like a 1-1-3.
Face off to the right of Forsberg. The puck to Clark. Clark for the Kings up the right wing. We're scoreless for here in the first. 4.5 gone in the opening period. Max Jones at center, but that bounced off his stick. Panarin will get it to the Edmonton line. Wallman in behind the net. Rims on the left. Off the stick of Jones to Nugent Hopkins. Or to Kapanen, looking to Nugent Hopkins. Broken up by Kempe, and he went to the middle. It hits Jones. Emberson to Nugent Hopkins. Across on the left to Wallman. And he'll just softly dump it down the ice. Edmonton will make a quick change as Brent Clark turning it up. Clark on the right in his own end for Los Angeles. Up that right side. That one misses Jared Wright. And it's icing against the Kings. Got a lot of icings in the first 5 minutes and 6 seconds of this scoreless first period.
Jared Wright out of Denver. Of course, the Pioneers are playing the National Championship Final today against Wisconsin. Wisconsin is the school that both Ty Emberson and Trent Frederick played at.
Off to the right of Forsberg. Puck to the left wing point to Nurse. Into the left wing corner. Goes in behind the net. Clark around the boards. Murphy from the blue line, but it got by him and out. Nurse has it. To Roslovic to Nurse. Inside Edmonton territory. Hard up the left wing to Curtis Lazar. Taken to the boards. Got dumped down. And now shot in by Henrique. Forsberg to Dumoulin. On the right wing corner for Ceci. Oh, he got hit hard there on the end boards. Solid hit by Lazar. Puck up at the line. Roslovic couldn't get it down low. And coming out to center ice is Lawton. He'll fire it across to Ceci into the left wing corner. Lost it. Nurse poking up the right side. Roslovic to Murphy. Behind the goal. And over to the right wing. And up against the boards is Ward. Henrique has him there, and it squeezes loose and goes in behind the Edmonton net. Connor Murphy reverses it to Nurse. Scoreless in the first, just over 6 minutes gone as the Oilers take on the Kings. And comes out from behind the net is Nurse. Nurse weaves up to center on the left wing, off of Frederick and in. Doc goes to the end boards. Ran into Anderson and up the right wing. Byfield got it out to the neutral zone. Moore will go across ice pass. Stepping up was Emberson. Got it to Doc. Doc runs into Anderson. Puck goes in behind the LA net. Then Doughty takes a hard hit from Frederick. Puck in the left wing corner. Frederick to the left wing point. Wallman to Emberson. Emberson, a shot tipped towards the net, but never did get through. Went off the stick of Doc. And Anderson on the left side got it to center ice to Moore. He'll shoot it in. Wallman comes out from behind the Edmonton net. Oilers change the forwards. Jake Wallman. Pass through the middle, off of Savoy and in. Clark will turn to the right wing corner. Float it out through the center ice area. Matthias Ekholm will shoot it right back in as Copitar will go into the corner. Cross to Clark, who's got Podkolzin on him. Podkolzin gets the turnover now to Savoy on the left wing. To the left wing point. Ekholm over to Bouchard. Bouchard lost it. Panarin's got a breakaway. Panarin comes in. The shot scores. Artemi Panarin goes glove side and makes it 1-0 Los Angeles.
Oh, that's not a great play. Evan Bouchard tried to make a move at the blue line, and he got outfoxed by Artemi Panarin. Sometimes you got to take the easy play. Well, Evans got to get him one back after that.
7:34, time of the goal. Panarin gets his 28th of the year. And the Kings up 1-0 on the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, that's a stone-cold giveaway. You got the top line on the ice, and he tried to drag it around Panarin and just make the quick play.
Dumoulin on the left wing point in the Oiler end. Down the boards, Nugent Hopkins along the boards and lost it. And it right to the blue line to Dumoulin. Now over to Ceci, a shot, and that got blocked in front of the Edmonton net. It goes in behind, and Armia to the left wing.
Oilers got to pick up the work right
Armia,
here.
the shot save made by Ingram. Puck in behind the net, now on the right side. Ceci behind the net to Armia. To the left wing point, Dumoulin walks to the middle on the right wing. The shot, the save made by Ingram off of Taylor Ward, and that goes out of play.
Jones is hurt.
And Jones, yep, not far from the Edmonton bench, just at the top of the circle, and he needs assistance.
Yeah, it's not
to
good.
Get to the Oiler bench. We're going to take a break as Jones goes to the Oiler bench. We've played 8 minutes and 18 seconds of the first period. 1-0. Kings lead the Edmonton Oilers from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers, NHL hockey on the Oilers radio network. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in Los Angeles. 1-0. The Kings lead the Oilers. We've played 8:18 of the first period. The Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers in support of Every Kid Deserves a Shot, building a future where every kid can be inspired to reach their full potential, both on and off the ice. Get your tickets now to support the great cause. We have a chance of winning a 50-50 jackpot.
You got to manage the game a little bit better there than what Evan Bouchard did. I mean, he's got great offensive ability, but this team is a team that's a front-runner team. They don't like chasing games, and you've given them a 3-goal here.
Face off in the Edmonton zone off the right side. The shot by Kempe, saved by Ingram. Right before the break, Max Jones went to the Oiler dressing room. Edmondson a shot, and that goes off of Wallman. Doesn't get to the Edmonton net, and it bounces out to center. Clark rips the puck in off the stick of Emberson. Emberson's stick broke. Puck in the left wing corner.
Unreal.
Kopitar to Kempe to the right wing point for Edmondson. Edmondson a shot. That misses. Goes to Clark. He's in on the left side. Bumped it in behind the net. Now Szymanski. Over to the left wing for Wallman. Up in the air, and that will come out to center ice. Clark at his own blue line for the Kings. 1-0 Los Angeles here in the first. 10:45 to go in the period. In the right wing corner is Bouchard.
And that's what you got to do. Sometimes you just got to punt.
He's got it right out through the middle, and LaFerriere will get it right back in. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Ekholm has it on the left wing. Ekholm through the middle of the ice, off of Savoy and in. Anderson turns on it, Savoy on him, to Doughty behind the net, took a hit from Podkolzin. Savoy with a pass in front of the goal, got blocked, came to Savoy, to the left wing point for Matthias Ekholm. In behind the net to Podkolzin, let it go by to McDavid, up to the right wing blue line, and Bouchard trying to bank it in front of the net. Forsberg will cover it. It'll draw a crowd at the side of the goal. With 10:04 to go in the first, 1-0 Kings lead on the goal by Artemi Panarin. Getting it all sorted out at the side of the Kings net. Looks like it's all good. Oilers probably going to have to do some shuffling here as far as the forwards go.
Because I don't think Jones, the way he went off, he couldn't put any weight on it.
And went right down the tunnel.
Yeah. The Kings have come out and played hard. I mean, the line of Frederick and Doc and Szymanski got in the ozone and threw some hits, but Jones was a guy they needed to provide some physicality as well. He got hurt trying to make a hit. I'm going to need some juice out of Rossel, but he's a guy that I think can get some more ice time here.
Face off to the left of Forsberg. Puck to the right wing point. Murphy with a shot, and that one goes off of Armia into the right wing corner. Ceci up to the blue line, but Nurse had kept it in. To Henry. in the left wing corner, tied up with Cody Ceci. Then Lawton to the top of the circle to right, and he will get it out, and the puck in the neutral zone. As Roslovic loops back into his own end to Nurse on the left, out through the middle of Lazar, comes into LA territory, drives down the left side, put it on net, and a save made by Forsberg to the blue line. Nurse shot, the save, the rebound just rolls to the goal line and knocked away. The puck cleared out to center ice. What a chance for Edmonton.
Well, Forsberg made a mess of that shot from Nurse.
It was in behind him, and it was about to roll in. It got swept away at the last second. Ward up the left wing for the Kings, got it to center. 1-0 Los Angeles, 9 minutes to go in the first period. Wallman weaves through the middle. Comes in over the line, shoots it. That's blockered away by Forsberg. Byfield, the right wing, got it out. Bouchard to Wallman to Bouchard. Right side to Kapanen. Get it into the Kings zone to Nugent Hopkins. Down to Wallman. A shot. Glove save made by Forsberg off of Jake Wallman, who got sprung up the middle. We're going to take a break. 8:37 to go in the first. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Kings up 1-0 on Edmonton. 8:37 to go in the first period. Or Timmy Panarin, the goal scorer, at the 7:34 mark. Scoring on the breakaway, an unassisted goal, his 28th of the year. Face off in the Kings zone to the right of Forsberg. Szymanski, Doc, and Frederick on the ice with Nurse and Murphy. Copitar taking the draw for the Kings. Goes to the right corner. Ceci won't get it out. Took a hard hit, too, from Doc. Panarin will try to clear. He does to Kempe. Kempe through the middle of the ice. On the right now to Ceci. Off the inboards to the left for Panarin. Off the top of the circle to the blue line. Here's Ceci, a shot saved by Ingram. Held on as Cody Ceci leaned into one. Top of the circle on the right side.
Cody Ceci's always been able to shoot the puck. Kings trying to get that top line out against anybody other than McDavid's line. McDavid just had a shift with Nugent Hopkins and Kapanen. Again, I think Roslovic's a guy that could be a swing guy here in lieu of the fact that you don't have Draisaitl, you don't have Hyman, you don't have Dickinson, and now you don't have Max Jones, who had been moved up to in the top 9 to kind of replace Dickinson, albeit not at center.
Wallman will get it to center ice to Roslovic. Will snap a pass across on the left to Henrique into the King zone in front of the net. And that went off a skate, almost went in. That pass banked off of Clark, and now down the right wing, Kempe into the Oilers zone to Clark, but he will come out over the line, and the Kings have to reset. Edmonton will shoot it in.
Cam, as you know, Edmonton had they scored 8 goals, but they had some puck luck in that game. They've had none in this game so far. They've had 2 pucks that could have rolled in the net and didn't.
Clark out from behind his goal for the Kings. The right wing off of Trevor Moore. It's at center ice. Edmondson on the right side. Byfield trying to get to it. He won't. Moore follows the play. LaFerriere, a shot to save made by Ingram. A redirection by Byfield. Byfield to the right wing point. Doughty lets it go. Went off of Podkolzin. The puck in behind the net. Moore over to the left. Moore up against the boards with Bouchard. Goes to the right side for Doughty. Towards the goal, saved by Ingram. Byfield to Doughty to Byfield. He's top of the circle, right wing in the Oiler end, and he lost it. And it's McDavid coming out. McDavid into the Kings zone on the left wing. Spins back to the boards. Across to Bouchard. Went off his skate. Bouchard now to the slot. To McDavid. Over to the left side. Save made by Forsberg off of Savoy. They'll cover it up. McDavid gets into it. Right in front of that Kings net. The net gets knocked off. And everybody is up against the glass inside the Kings zone. Sounds like McDavid and Doughty are getting penalties.
Well,
good save by Forsberg off of Savoy.
They're going after McDavid here. Well, you know what? Tonight's Copitar's last game here. If they're going to sit there and rough up McDavid, maybe you have to engage some other players on LA. Make their life a little bit more difficult.
Los Angeles penalty number 8. Edmonton penalty number 97. 2 minutes each for roughing.
6:45 to go in the first. 1-0 Kings lead. Get the net secured in behind Anton Forsberg. Forsberg made a good stop off of Savoy.
He's made some stops here.
He has. This is a nice setup. McDavid dished it over to Savoy. And Forsberg got there to shut the door.
There's no question they're laying it on physically against them. The Oilers are hitting the Kings D, but there's no question the Kings are physical against McDavid here.
So we'll go 4-on-4. Nugent Hopkins and Roslovic with Bouchard and Ekholm. Copitar and Moore on the ice up front for LA. Edmondson and Clark on the back end.
Not sure why Nugent Hopkins gets waved out of the circle there. Looked to me like Copitar chopped at the stick twice in a row. Won the draw as a result.
Clark's got it on the right wing to Copitar. Cross to Edmondson to Clark. The 4-on-4. Oilers down by 1 in the first. And Moore through the middle for Los Angeles. Right wing to Clark. Comes into the Oilers zone. Comes across the top. Gives it to Edmondson on the left wing. A shot save made by Ingram as Moore was in front of the net looking for the redirection. Ingram held on.
Ice looks slow. It's never good here. I mean, this is a busy building. It's never good. And the Kings are not what we would call a fast team. In baseball, there used to be, remember the Cardinals, how fast they were back in the 80s? There'd be allegations that they watered down the bases a bit. Ice has never been great here.
Off the draw in the Oiler end, puck in the right wing corner is Murphy. Right wing to Roslovic, out through center to Nurse. Nurse into the Kings zone, off the left wing boards, and then Kempe gets control for Los Angeles. To Panarin on the right. And Panarin will loft it down. Kempe's going to get to it. It hit the corner boards. Ingram had to play it. On the right side, Clark pulls it off the right side and had to go off his stick as he was spinning towards the Edmonton net. And through the middle is Nurse. 5:45 to go in the first period. 1-0 Los Angeles. Nurse into the Los Angeles zone. A shot, and that misses in the glove side. Panarin to center ice, and now will at his own line into his own end. Give the puck to Clark, now to Lawton. And Lawton into the Oiler end. Left wing to Anderson. To the left wing corner for Scott Lawton. Lawton lost the puck to Bouchard. Bouchard will start a rush for Edmonton. 30 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Kapanen brings it in over the line. He'll drop it. Give it to Savoy. Now to Bouchard to the middle. A couple of moves, but lost it. And Armia is going to come out for Los Angeles. At the Edmonton blue line to Lawton. Hit him in the skate with it. Armia along the left wing boards. Checked on the play by Wallman. Then came in. Armia trying to protect the puck. Has it on the left side, top of the circle. Armia looking towards the net. His shot off of Wallman. Hit the corner boards. It will come out. We're back to 5-on-5. Doughty with it inside his own end. Across to Dumoulin.
Frederick giving a little love tap Doughty's way.
Dumoulin, left wing corner. To center ice to Byfield. Steers it in. Ingram on the backhand. On the right for Frederick to Murphy. Murphy gets out through center. Now to Nurse. Drops the puck. Frederick on the left wing. His pass in front. He was looking for puck holes, and that hit a stick. And there'll be more to get it through center for Los Angeles. To Byfield will dump it in.
Good hit.
Then he takes a hard hit. Murphy stepped up on the play, and flying out of the zone is McDavid. Into the Kings and down the right wing. A backhanded hit, a stick goes to the side of the net, batted off the side of the goal by Roslovic, and it's cleared out by Clark. 3:48 to go in the first. 1-0 Los Angeles leads. Anderson inside his own blue line to Clark. Back to Mikey Anderson. On the right wing. Goes just into the Oiler end. Josh Szymanski forced back by Hellenius.
Not a slash. Boy, these guys, they're having a rough start to this game, let me tell you.
Bouchard on the right wing, out through center. Across to Matthias Ekholm, into the Kings end. Ekholm left wing corner in front of the net. Went off of Forsberg. Driving hard to the net was Doc, but Forsberg kept it out.
I'll tell you right now, Forsberg has fought every puck that's been in tight. Oilers got to keep directing pucks on goal here.
Doc will shoot it in.
He's spilling rebounds left and right.
Kempe into the middle and a little far for Kopitar. Nugent Hopkins to Wallman. To Nugent Hopkins. Spins away from Kempe. Into the middle for Emberson. Over the Los Angeles line. Right wing, Henrique went to shoot it, and his stick snaps in half, and the puck goes into the right wing corner. It's along the boards. And CC to Kempe, and that won't get out. So Dumoulin's got to go back to get it. Across to CC. CC off the glass and out. Nurse inside the Edmonton blue line. To Murphy on the right wing. Will shoot it in. 2:24 to go in the first. 1-0 Kings lead. Left wing side. Podkolzin put it through the slot. Goes over to the right. Murphy. Right wing point. Kept it to the line. Goes to Savoy. His cross-ice pass blocked. They'll get it back. Now to Nurse on the left wing. A shot. And that one hit all sorts of traffic in front. Dumoulin will clear it. And it won't be hard enough for icing. As Murphy will stop in behind the Edmonton net. Murphy, right wing, Vasily Podkolzin. The right side to Savoy, chops it into the Kings zone. Doughty to Armia on the right wing. Armia's able to shoot it in. It's going to roll right to Ingram. He's going to cover it. And we'll be able to take a break with 1:43 to go here in the first. 1-0 Kings lead the Oilers. From the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do you have
an Oilers? Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off in the Oilers zone to the left of Connor Ingram. Played the first 40 minutes in that 5-2 win in San Jose on Wednesday. Stopped 8 out of 10. Tristan Jarry played the third period. Stopped all 4 he faced. Copitar out of the face-off circle.
We'll tell you, Max Jones is done for the game. Will not return.
The Oilers down a forward in this game. Kempe taking the draw against Henrique. Puck to the right wing point. Clark behind the net to Kopitar. Goes to the right wing point for Brant Clark. A shot towards the Edmonton net that sails wide. Panarin has it on the left wing. Panarin a couple of moves. A pass that goes off of Roslovic. Into the corner. Nurse can bump it behind the net to Murphy up the right wing for Henrique. Now to Roslovic. Right side to McDavid. His pass got blocked by Kopitar and kept in. Here's Roslovic to Henrique. A shot just off the arm of Forsberg. McDavid a shot. The save by Forsberg on the right pad.
Man. Henrique's got to put that in. That's a free look. Wow.
Kempe will get it out. We're into the last minute here in the first. 1-0 Kings lead the Oilers.
Edmonton not sharp around the net. They've had some looks in this game.
On the right wing, Byfield will give the puck to LaFerriere. A shot and a save made by Ingram. Got it with the right pad. On the right side, Doughty missed LaFerriere behind the net. Bouchard up to the line, got it out to McDavid. Comes into the King zone to the left wing. His shot from the angle, saved by Forsberg, and the rebound went to the middle, and it was Byfield to get it out to LaFerriere. Into the Oilers' end. He'll dump it around on the left wing boards. 20 seconds to go in the period. Anderson to Doughty. A shot blocked by Podkolzin. McDavid through the middle of the ice. 12 seconds to work with. To Kapanen on the right wing. Into the King zone. Right wing corner to Bouchard. Hacked around on the right side, and Armia got it out.
I know Kapanen was tired, but he's got to keep his feet moving there.
Period ends. Oilers down 1-0 to the Kings after 20 minutes, Edmonton had their looks. They had chances.
They had chances. Not sharp, stone cold giveaway on the lone goal of the period to Artemi Panarin, courtesy of Evan Bouchard. Had some looks around the net, just didn't finish. Gonna have to dig in. The Kings have brought a competitive phase to today's game. Now, I will say the Doc and Frederick are hitting everything in sight, but the Oilers, frankly, a guy like Bouchard could elevate a little bit more. He looks a little sleepy in this game. He's
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com Arena, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 1-0 Kings lead. We're getting ready for the second period. And I can tell you the Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. That current jackpot already at $310,000. It's climbing fast. And our next lucky winner, it's going to be drawn tonight. So get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. And don't miss out on a chance to win big. Get set here for the second.
Oilers need to pick up the EQ a bit, the intensity a bit. There was some loose change in around Anton Forsberg 3 separate times that period. Edmonton couldn't convert. Henrique missed a tap-in setup from Connor McDavid. I would have just preferred Connor shooting the puck there, but
Lazar, Henrique, Roslovic with Ekholm and Bouchard to start the period for Edmonton. And the puck at the LA line. Clark on the right, off of Kempe and in. Ingram to play it, gets it up on the glass. It goes off of Kempe. And Aaron, puck to the boards. And there was Roslovic to get it out for Edmonton. Clark at center ice to Copitar. Cross ice, that's picked off by Roslovic. Now on the left wing to McDavid. To the left wing corner, he'll get it out. The shot by Henrique. That was blocked by Clark. Left wing point, Ekholm keeping it in for the Oilers. Pokes it into the left wing corner. Edmondson shovels it around the boards. Will come up to Kempe, and he's able to get it out of the zone as Bouchard will stop in behind the Edmonton net. Just underway here in the second. 1-0 Kings lead. Pass by Bouchard. Knocked down by LaFerriere. He'll shoot it in.
Evans having a rough game here. He's got to pick it up.
Ekholm up the left wing. Off of Frederick. Up to Doc. Into the King zone. Crisscrosses. Gives it to McDavid. Trying to get the backhand pass to Doc. Went off the end of his stick. Frederick, right wing side. Just past McDavid. It goes top of the circle. Moore will get that out to LaFerriere. Down the left wing in the Oilers zone. LaFerriere behind the net to Moore. Then came McDavid. Found Nurse, and on the left wing to Frederick. He'll get to center ice. LaFerriere took him off of it. Doughty to Anderson. To Moore. Now got it just in over the Edmonton line. Nurse right back out to center. Doughty will shoot it in. Chasing after it is Armia. Murphy got to it first for the Oilers. Got it to the right wing. Lawton's going to keep it in for the Kings. To Armia in behind the net. Over to the right side. Jared Wright up against the boards for Los Angeles. In there with Szymanski. Puck gets tied up for a moment. Now Szymanski gets it free to Murphy. And on the right wing, up in the air and out. Glove down. Dumoulin to Armia. Unable to get into the Oiler end. And Wright will shoot it off of Nurse or the linesman. And it goes into the Oilers zone. Murphy in the right wing corner across to Nurse. On the left wing. Stepping up was Ceci. Puck goes to Dumoulin. Left wing. Off a Ward, and that hit the corner glass at the Kings bench. We'll get a whistle. 2 minutes, 25 seconds gone in the second. 1-0 LA leads.
Interesting that the fourth rotation through. I'm just looking for Cole's in here. And Savoy not getting a shift in the first 4 shifts of the period.
Face off right at center. Lazar, Roslovic, and Henrique right back out. They started the period.
Right, and then it was Doc and Frederick with McDavid.
Puck shot into the LA end. And Joseph bounce it out to center ice. Wallman on the back end, out through the middle. Puck comes back towards Wallman to center, and Joseph's got it now for Los Angeles. Missed Ward in front of the LA bench. And Henrique in over the LA line to Roslovic. Now to Lazar. His shot just sails wide. Penalty coming up to the Kings when they touch it. Now they do. Henrique got knocked down in front of the net. It's going to be an interference call against the Kings, and the Edmonton Oilers get the first power play of the game.
Edmonton with the number one ranked power play in the National Hockey League at 30.7%. They went 3 for 3 against
Los Angeles penalty number 92. 2 minutes interference.
3 for 3 against San Jose. The Kings are 30th ranked in the penalty kill at 74.8.
Oiler Power Play presented by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off in the King zone to the right of Forsberg. 1-0. Los Angeles leads. We're 2:59 into the second period. Nugent Hopkins will take the draw against Lawton.
This guy's been waving guys out all game.
In theory. Well, it'll be McDavid now against Lawton.
Lawton's a good face-off man.
Up goes behind the Kings net. Left side to Quinton Byfield. He'll drill it all the way down the ice.
He's one of the best in the league, actually.
Bouchard will start the rush for the Oilers. Bouchard to center, right wing to Nugent Hopkins. Got into the Kings zone. It goes into the skates of Edmondson. He'll give it to Ceci behind the net. He won't be able to get it out. Roslovic to McDavid, but that's over his stick, and it comes out and down the ice. Bouchard will pick it up. Up the right wing. McDavid gathers speed, but it's a cross-ice pass to Podkolzin. A stop inside the Kings zone to the right wing corner. Nugent Hopkins to the right wing point to Bouchard. Now to Nugent Hopkins. He's top of the circle, right wing. To Bouchard on the blue line. Left point to McDavid. McDavid spins towards the boards. He's back up to the line. Left wing corner for Roslovic to McDavid. McDavid out to Bouchard in the middle on the blue line. Bouchard, right wing point to McDavid. McDavid through the middle of the ice to the right side, top of the circle. McDavid forced back to the point by Anderson, right wing corner to Nugent Hopkins. He'll come up, he'll give it to Roslovic. What a save made by Forsberg. Roslovic got the pass in the slot. He one-timered it, and Forsberg snared it with the glove.
The only problem with that is it took you 1:21 to get a shot on goal on that power play. Again, they went 3 for 3 last game. Put pucks to the net early. No net front there in the setup as Nugent Hopkins found Roslovic. Now Byfield out to take the draw here. Lawton's at 59%. Byfield's only at 45.5.
And the puck goes to Roslovic to the left wing point to Bouchard. Now to McDavid on the left. Down the left wing, out front to Podkolzin. The save by Forsberg, and the puck cleared down the ice.
That was a great A look for Podkolzin, and Forsberg made a nice stop.
Bouchard out from behind the net. Penalty over in 20 seconds. 1-0 Kings here in the second period. 4:45 gone. Bouchard to the middle. McDavid pass on the right wing. Hit a stick. Now goes to Nugent Hopkins to McDavid out of the right wing corner. Looking up to the slot. He'll shoot. Save. Forsberg covers it up. Penalty over in 4 seconds.
Well, you got 3 shots on goal. Just not quite the same net front without a guy by the name of Zach Hyman. And not the quite same one-timer option without Leon Draisaitl, who does lead all NHL players in power play goals since the start of the 16-17 season. Savoy out here with Henrique and Kapanen. Again, no Max Jones. Edmonton's down to 11 forwards.
Puck gets onto the stick of Henrique to the right wing point to Nurse. The penalty is over. Into the corner to Kapanen. He'll go behind the Kings net. Drop it to Savoy. His pass off a stick goes in behind the goal. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play. 1-0 Kings lead. 5:15 gone here in the second period. Copitar right side to Kempe. It's Kempe to Doughty. He'll go across to Copitar into the Oilers zone. To Kempe, a shot and a glove save made by Ingram as Adrian Kempe leaned into one from a ways out.
Well, Kapanen had a really good stretch right before the Olympic break where he scored in back-to-back games, and now he was playing with Draisaitl. Draisaitl bought him some time and space. Savoy with a quick shift. Lazar out here to take the draw, right side draw. Oilers D-zone. Curtis is over 62% in the face-off circle against Copitar.
Face-off to the right of Ingram. Nurse in the right wing corner. Off the boards and out. Clark has it inside his own line for the Kings.
This has the feel of a night or an afternoon game where Edmonton's just not sharp around the net. And Forsberg maybe has settled down from spilling some pucks early, Cam.
Inside the Edmonton zone, Henrique off the right wing boards and out. Edmondson to Copitar, now to Clark. To Edmondson. He's inside his line. To Clark. Right wing. Off of Kempe and in. Ingram left it to Murphy. To the line. It won't. Well, it will get out as Lawton got pushed out of the zone by Kapanen. Clark will drill it right back in, but that was offside against the Kings. As we played 6 minutes and 14 seconds of the second, we're going to take a break. 1-0. Los Angeles leading the Edmonton Oilers. From the Crypto.com arena in L.A., it's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. No payments, no interest for 1 year. 1-0 Kings lead. First period goal by Artemi Panarin. That's been it so far. Edmonton's had their chances, quite a few of them actually, and Anton Forsberg has been solid between the pipes for LA so far. Edmonton out shooting the Kings 13-10. Dumoulin to Lawton will get the puck into the Oilers zone on the backhand. Wallman goes behind the net. Slides out on the right side.
Move it.
Up through the middle, off the stick of Frederick. It goes into LA territory. Szymanski into the left wing corner, taken to the boards by Ceci. Lawton won't get it out. Puck to the line. Emberson will walk in a shot, and that one bounced off a body and goes wide of the net. Szymanski will keep it in, sails it on goal. Glove saved by Forsberg, and we get the whistle. And now Lawton hit Szymanski after that shot, and that draws a crowd. Everybody tied up. Colton Dock in the middle of it.
Yeah, Doc and Frederick are there. The Oilers got the right guys. So, yeah, it's a predatory hit from Scott Lawton. He knew what he was doing. Hits him from the side. And that's one where Szymanski gets a little bit more experience. So see him coming and protect himself a little bit more. Might have to have your stick up there a little. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here with Lawton. He's a Leafs 8 half with a 3 and the 1.5. Does he go back to Toronto?
Maybe. Ontario guy.
And we're not talking the Ontario Reign.
No.
I mean, LA's Kopitar is retiring. That's been announced.
Yeah.
We've got Kuzmenko's in UFA at 4.3.
Injured right now.
Yes. And then they've done extensions with Panarin, 2 years at $11 million, kicking next year. And Kempe, 8 years at $10.65 million, kicks in next year. Got lots of cap space.
Face off to the right of Forsberg. Yeah. Dropped it once, so I'll have to do it again.
The line's been hurt.
Yeah. Lawton's out of the face-off circle.
This has been a very sleepy hockey game.
Armia against Brian Nugent-Hopkins. And the puck on the left wing point. Nurse bumped it into the corner. And Dumoulin takes it off the boards. He'll get it just to the line. It was knocked back in. Oilers get caught on the offside.
Of course, much criticism here in Los Angeles. 4 years for Cody Ceci at 4.5 and 3 years at 3 for Brian Dumoulin, who those are veteran defensemen, and Ken Holland, their GM, likes veterans. We know that. I've always felt that Cody Ceci got a bit of a overly critical lens in Edmonton. He was a decent 4 or 5 defenseman for the Oilers for much of his time. Don't know if I would be paying him $4.5 million times 4 years on extension, but I'm not Ken Holland. He's the GM.
Dumoulin up the right wing, or Edmondson up the right wing, off the stick of Kempe, and it goes into the Oilers zone. Ingram got it around the glass. That goes off the glass and out of play. Face off in the Oiler end.
It's going to be about our 249th stoppage in play here.
There's been a lot of icings. There's been
first 27 minutes of this game.
Offsides. Yeah, it's taken a little while to find its footing here this afternoon. Face off to the left of Connor Ingram. It'll be Henrique to take the draw against Copitar. At the top of the circle, bumped into the corner.
There's the support.
Nurse to the left wing, but Kempe is there for the Kings. And Kempe passed to the middle, off a stick, goes to the right wing point for Clark. His shot sails wide of the Edmonton net. Edmondson kept it in. On the left wing is Panarin. He's top of the circle across to Kempe, and he healed the one-timer, and it goes into the corner. Otherwise, that had a pretty good chance. Puck to the right wing point. Clark to the left to Edmondson. Now to Panarin. To Edmondson. He shoots it, and that one off of Henrique. And the puck cleared out. Nurse takes a hit from Edmondson. Crowd reacts to it. Clark will dump it in.
Well, Edmondson's a physical player. We know that.
Murphy out from behind the Edmonton goal. Long pass on the left. Off of McDavid, sticking in. Forsberg around the glass. Got it on the left side to LaFerriere. He comes into the Oiler end. Then he got caught on the play by McDavid. He gets it out on the left side to Savoy, only to the Kings line.
Savoy almost found Podkolzin for a breakaway here.
Anderson sets up in behind his net for the Kings. 1-0 Los Angeles. 8:20 gone here in this second period. Doughty in the right wing corner. Through the middle, off of Moore, bounces to the side of the Edmonton net. Ingram on the left wing to McDavid. He'll come into the Kings zone. Top of the circle, and Doughty swept it off his stick and out. Bouchard inside his own blue line.
You got to give them some options. They're way too separated, the forwards. Now they're going for a line change. They're lucky LA only forechecks one guy. Stationary breakout for Edmonton.
As Ekholm at the side of the Edmonton net. It's a long pass off the stick of Doc. Goes into the Kings zone. Doughty off the glass and out. Wallman wheels in behind the goal. Up the right wing to Emberson, but Emberson's getting forced back. Has to go across to Wallman. Wallman out to center ice off of Doc, and now he'll get control. Comes into the Kings zone. Stops along the right wing boards. Give the puck to Szymanski.
Szymanski's got to be quicker with his decisions right now.
Pinned by Dumoulin. Dumoulin takes the puck. Stops behind his net. Right wing corner for Ceci. Up the right wing boards. Got it out. Comes back to Ceci. Then Ceci over the center ice line will shoot it in. Emberson to Wallman. Won't get out. Clark keeping it in. Right wing for Joseph. Now in behind the net. And Wright threw it in front of the Edmonton goal, but unable to get a stick on it was Lawton. And out to center for Edmonton is Lazar. And he'll shoot it and go after it in the left wing corner. Just over halfway gone in the second. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers. Roslovic from the right wing. A shot, a right pad save by Forsberg. There was a big rebound. Edmonton couldn't find the handle. Henrique's got it right wing. To the line to Murphy. A shot blocked. And it bounces up to the line, and out through the middle is Lawton. Lawton for the Kings into the Oilers zone. A shot, and that goes wide of the Edmonton net. Wright has it in the corner behind the net to Armia, trying to sweep it in front. He does, but through the crease. It goes to the right wing point. Doughty off the right side. A snapshot, and that hits a couple sets of legs. Doesn't get through. It's on the left wing point. Kopitar to Doughty. Looking for a redirect. It hit Anderson. It goes wide of the Edmonton goal. Nurse will put it up in the air and out. Doughty inside his own line. 1-0 Kings here in the second. 9 minutes to go. Kopitar, a little back pass right to Nugent Hopkins of the Oilers. Comes into the Kings end and goes towards Forsberg. Got it into the left wing corner. Up to the line, Panarin. Now to Kopitar. Comes into the Oiler end. Right side to Kempe. A shot, and that's blocked by Ekholm. Puck in the left wing corner. Ekholm. Left wing for McDavid. Doesn't get it out. Panarin kept it in. He just missed Kempe. He would have been in all alone. It's McDavid to center ice. Over the LA blue line, left wing point. Ekholm, a shot, and it rises off the stick of Copitar. That'll go over the glass and out of play. We're going to take a break. 8:27 to go in the second. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
That's
1-0. Kings lead the Oilers. 8:27 to go in the second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're at the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. Our Timmy Panarin, the only goal scorer. That came 7:34 into the first period. Scored it on a breakaway. His 28th of the year.
Well, let's call a spade a spade. He scored it on a bad turnover.
Well, it was a breakaway. But yeah, it
by
was
Evan Bouchard that led to Bouchard's got to get it back. And I got news for you. I don't know if Edmonton falls behind 2-0 in this game if they can win the game. This has got to feel that you're going to have to do something here.
Bouchard off the left wing point. Over to the boards, but LaFerriere to get it out to Moore. Moore into the Oiler end, and Byfield was in early. It's offside against the Kings.
Well, if anybody's going to know how to play against Edmonton, it's the LA Kings, because they've lost to them 4 years in a row in the playoffs. And some might say, well, that's a sign they actually don't know how to play against Edmonton. But they've certainly had lots of experience, and they frankly have had a good record in the regular season. But the Oilers won in 7, 6, 5, and 6 against LA, including the Kings tanking the 2-0 lead in last year's series. They have taken time and space away from Connor all game. Very similar to how the Oilers D has been, relatively speaking, pretty good in this game, other than the one turnover.
Ceci on the right wing will shoot it in. Emberson to Wallman. You get a lot on his clearing attempt. And Doc to Wallman. And now across to Emberson on the right wing side and through the middle of Szymanski. No. Just missed Frederick. It went over his stick. Doc will come into the King zone. Dumps the puck. It goes in behind the LA net. Ceci to Hellenius. Now on the left wing. Dumoulin over to Ceci. Ceci will get it on the right wing boards. Off of Ward and out. Bouchard inside his own zone. Long pass up to McDavid. David to the middle, cross to Bouchard, comes into the LA end, turns to the right wing boards. Bouchard, now to McDavid, towards the net, and that shot got blocked by Doughty. Off the right wing, puck goals in, let it go, misses short side. Ekholm, on the left wing point, into the left wing corner. Byfield without a stick.
They'll take a face-off here. The Oilers got to fight the puck free.
They're waiting to get this thing loose. Still up against the boards in the Kings zone. Podkolzin trying to jam it loose. McDavid lurking, waiting for the loose puck. Now he goes up against the boards. He gets pinned. It'll come to the line, and Moore got it out.
Ceci did a great job there.
Ekholm just inside the Edmonton zone.
Move your feet.
And a pass through the middle. Savoy to McDavid into the King end, top of the circle. McDavid across the line. That came out, and Murphy brought it back in. It's offside against Edmonton. 6:29 to go in the second. 1-0 LA leads.
Well, we knew the Kings can defend. They're the 7th best team in the league defensively at 2.92 goals against per game. They don't score easy, which is why you can't hand them goals. And that's the difference in this game. The giveaway from Bouchard off an offensive cycle and 150-foot breakaway for their best offensive player, Timmy Panarin. That's the wrong guy to turn it over to. And he beat Ingram. I mean, the shots in this game are only 15-11 for Edmonton. And they got 3 shots in the power play, so this game is even.
Puck flipped out. And it goes to the Edmonton blue line. Clark on the right wing to the right wing corner. Pass in front of the net. Oh, what a save by Ingram in the left pad. That was redirected in front of the goal, and Ingram with a tremendous stop, and Roslovic will get it out.
He just pulled one out of the net for the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins was sleeping a bit there.
It's on the left point. Nurse into the left wing corner. Hit Roslovic. Kapanen off the left side. Taken to the boards by Copitar, and the puck comes out. Panarin gets his stick lifted by Kapanen. Puck goes into the Edmonton zone. Copitar to the right wing corner. Couldn't get a pass in front. Nugent Hopkins blocked it, and Roslovic will clear it.
You know, with no Draisaitl and Hyman, they're going to need more of guys like way more out of some players like Kapanen in this game.
At center ice, it's Lazar. Off the left wing boards into the Kings' end. Ceci cross to Dumoulin. Dumoulin just put it off the right wing boards, and Armia almost had a chance, lost it. It goes into the Edmonton zone. Wallman comes out from behind the net. Wallman up the right wing. Now to Lazar. He's able to shoot it in off the left wing boards. 5 minutes to go here in the second. 1-0 Kings lead. It's cleared out of the LA zone.
I mean, they were water skiing for 60 feet on Wallman.
Emberson to Doc into the King end on the right wing. In front of the net. Great save by Forsberg. A redirection by Henrique. Forsberg got it with the right pad and then covers it up. We'll take a break with 4:45 to go here in the second. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Here at the Crypto.com arena in L.A. Kings up 1-0 on the Edmonton Oilers. We got 4:45 to go in the second period. Or Timmy Panarin in the first. That's the only goal. Anton Forsberg's been sharp in net for L.A. Edmonton out shooting the Kings 16-13. Lazar, Doc, and Frederick up there with Ekholm and Bouchard. Max Jones getting injured in the first period and left the game, is not coming back for Edmonton, so they're down to 11 forwards. The puck into the corner, Anderson to Doughty. Right wing for LaFerriere. Up the right side, just off of Byfield. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard's pass hits a skate. On the right wing, Frederick to Ekholm. He's in behind the Edmonton net. Byfield waiting just beyond the Edmonton crease. Now to McDavid. Right wing to Ekholm. Up the left, and that's through the skates of Frederick, and that'll be icing against the Oilers. Oilers still got 2 games left at home. They're Monday against Colorado, Thursday against Vancouver.
Yeah, but if you're Edmonton, you don't want to rely on Winnipeg losing. You don't want to be in the 8th seed and play Colorado in the first round.
No. 1 point guarantees them a playoff spot. But you're right. You want to, Steve Carell and Will Ferrell are sitting down in the corner to the right of Ingram. They drop the puck. They'll have to do it again.
Well, if this game today was a movie, it would be box office poison. This has been poor game. This is not
a little slow movie.
Yes.
Puck goes to the right wing corner, and it's Bouchard. High in the air, a bouncing puck gets smacked over to the left wing, and stepping up on the plays, Bouchard to Doc over the line to McDavid. He'll cut to the middle, a backhand just missed on the short side. Kempe now to Panarin, and he's through center. Will dump the puck in. Ingram able to stop it behind the net. Will have to play it, gets it high on the glass, over the stick of Doc and out. Shot back in by Doughty.
I've seen more intensity at Laurier Heights Outdoor Community League circa about 1985 than today, I can tell you.
Here's Doc in on the left wing. A rising shot saved by Forsberg. Hit him in the left shoulder. Clark up the right wing to LaFerriere. Off the boards and in. Murphy through the middle to Podkolzin. Podkolzin across to Nugent Hopkins. He'll stop up. It goes top of the circle, and it's LaFerriere to get it out for the Kings. Rolls the puck into the left wing corner. Murphy on the end boards. LaFerriere got it loose. Puck comes free on the left wing for Podkolzin out through the middle of the ice. It's at center to Nugent Hopkins. Drop it back to Podkolzin. He's into the LA end on the right wing. Has to shoot it off the right corner boards with 2:45 to go in the period. It's covered by Forsberg. We'll get a whistle. 1-0 Kings lead. Face-off will be to Forsberg's left. also get Lazar, Roslovic, and Henrique.
Their best chances in this game have come when Doc's been on the ice, because he's playing north-south. He's playing the right way. He's playing physical. Besides their power play, I mean, they had two decent shots in the power play. They've only had the one.
Wallman down the right wing. That hit the linesman. Goes into the corner to Roslovic, who'll come in behind the net over to the left wing.
Didn't call it.
Wallman on the point. Rolls it around the boards. Roslovic to Lazar to Roslovic. In the right wing corner. Trying to get a cycle going, but Dumoulin broke it up. And will clear it out. Right. Dump the puck in, and it goes in behind the Edmonton net. Wallman to Emberson. Bumped by Armia. And Lawton pass to the middle, but Henrique there for the Oilers. Left wing to Wallman, now to center ice to Roslovic. He'll go across to Lazar. Lazar checked by Lawton. Can't clear it out. McDavid across the top. Went to shoot it. Went off the end of his stick right to the line and won't get out. Ekholm keeping it in. Past McDavid to the right wing corner for Savoy. To the point to Bouchard. Right wing point to McDavid. And breaking it up was Anderson, and he got it out with a minute 35 to go here in the second. 1-0 Kings lead. Bouchard in the neutral zone will dump the puck in. That rims on the right wing. Anderson's got it in his skates. Lost it to McDavid. Goes in behind the net. Now to Savoy. His pass to the middle. Top of the circle to Ekholm. Now on the left wing to Savoy. In behind the net. Tries to drive in front. And that was poked off his stick by the netminder Forsberg. It's in behind the goal. McDavid on the left wing. Top of the circle. Then that goes off his stick right to Moore. And Trevor Moore will get the center ice. He'll dump it in. Blockered away by Ingram. Bouchard. Cross ice pass. It goes to the line. Kept in by Clark. Comes to the middle. Moore gets it across. Oh, what a save made by Ingram. What a chance for Byfield. And Connor Ingram got across. Got it with a blocker. And Ekholm will dump it in. Amazing save by Connor Ingram. He's had a few of those here in the second period. We're in the last minute. 40 seconds, in fact, to go in the second. Edmonton down 1-0. Copitar shot towards the net. That hit his stick. Goes wide. LaFerriere, left wing to Panarin. Panarin out of the left wing corner. To the slot to Kempe. Kempe on the right. Edmonton. Oh, wow! What a stop by Ingram on the one-timer from Edmonton. And he holds on with 22 seconds to go in the second period. Connor Ingram is putting on a show.
One of hockey's most unique traditions.
Unreal.
Emergency backup goaltender.
Amazing stops by Ingram.
Yeah. I mean, the Oilers created a couple looks in the power play, but LA's had way better grade A opportunities here in the second period. Blocker save off of Quinton Byfield, and then a great glove stop off of Joel Edmondson. Edmonton right now has to survive the final 22 seconds of this period.
Nurse to Murphy. Right wing, Roslovic will get it out to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Nurse into the Kings zone. A shot off the stick of Clark goes out of play. 11 seconds to go here in the second. And Edmonton will get an offensive zone face-off.
David and Bouchard will come on. With Wallman.
Face-off to the right of Forsberg. 1-0 Kings lead. 11 seconds to go here in the second period. Puck goes to the line. Wallman over to Bouchard. Into the right wing corner, and it goes to McDavid. Spins now on the left wing corner and tried to bank it off of Forsberg. It missed, and the period will end as Roslovic gets into it a bit with Doughty after the period expires. Well, Connor Ingram has now given the Oilers a chance, because if they were down with Bob Stauffer, 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers as we get set for the third period of play in tonight's Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers, in support of Every Kid Deserves a Shot, building a future where every kid can be inspired to reach their full potential both on and off the ice. Get your tickets now to support this great cause and have a chance at winning that 50-50 jackpot. Artemi Panarin, the goal scorer. That was in the first period. That has been it so far. As we get ready to start the third, Szymanski, Doc, and Frederick on the ice with Murphy and Nurse. Copitar taking the draw for LA. It gets between Nurse and Murphy, and Ingram can get it across to Murphy. Murphy out to center ice, and the puck was a glove pass as we are 10 seconds into the third.
We've had different ends of it over the years here, Cam. A number of years ago, Jack and me did a game. The Oilers lost 8-1 here in Los Angeles, and this is when the Kings were a powerhouse, and Tyler Bunn's got his lone NHL appearance, and guys in the Kings were telling him just to relax, we're not going to pour it on. And then the Oilers, the last time they came here, beat the Kings 8-1 and called off the Dogs.
Puck cleared out of the Oilers zone, and Copitar cross to Clark. Clark will get to center and shoot the puck in. Murphy to Nurse, left wing, Szymanski trying to steer it out. He couldn't. I got blocked. Now Doc will get it out of the zone. At his own line is Clark. Clark will wait. Both teams make changes. We're just underway here in the third. 1-0 Kings lead. The center ice to Mikey Anderson. Softly dumps the puck to the right wing corner. Byfield to LaFerriere. Now to Byfield right corner. To the left wing point for Anderson. Drills it around the boards. And clearing it will be Savoy. He'll get it to center ice to Kapanen. Kapanen will dump the puck in. Savoy to Kapanen. It's top of the circle and then into the skates of Moore. He won't get that out. Kept in. Savoy's got it. Right side. The shot. And it goes over. The Kings net may have glanced off the mask of Forsberg. The puck on the right side. McDavid to the blue line to Bouchard. Now to Kapanen. He's at the blue line in the middle. Off the right wing board. Savoy to the left wing. Moore's trying to get it around. He will to the line where Kapanen keeps it in to Savoy. Made a move and peeled off his stick by Doughty, and it gets to center ice. Bouchard off the right wing boards and all the way down, and that is icing. 1:52 gone here in the third. 1-0 Kings lead.
Well, that better not cost you here. Evan Bouchard had an easy, lower risk play to make, just reversing it back to his D partner. Steady ices it. They get their top line on the ice here. McDavid's been out there for a while, and he broke the stick.
The stick of Copitar snapped in half as Bouchard has it. Oilers have changed the forwards. Bouchard still with it in his own end.
Move it.
Now up the right wing, get it to center ice to Nugent Hopkins. Off the glass and in. Clark in the right wing corner. Puck goes in behind the Edmonton net, or behind the LA net. Top of the circle is Clark. We'll get it out to Panarin through the middle to Copitar. He's in. He's trying to get a backhand. He got tied up. Never got a shot away. He's got it in the right wing corner. Kopitar's pass to the middle of the ice. Broken up by Podkolzin. Got it to center ice for Roslovic. Into the Kings and a shot off the stick of Clark. Kopitar was trying to split the D, but got caught and never did get a shot. And the puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Emberson on the right wing to center ice to Roslovic. He'll shoot it in. Forsberg passes it quickly to Lawton. It's Lawton through the middle. Will lift it in on the backhand. Nurse to the corner, but there was Lawton. Around to the left wing point, but unable to hold it in was Dumoulin. Now to Ceci on the right at center to Lawton, and he'll shoot it in. 1-0 Kings lead. Just over 3 minutes gone here in the third period. Henrique to Frederick. Now on the right wing for Nurse. He's into the Kings zone. Over to the left side to Frederick. Up against the boards with Armia, and it's Armia that gets control. To right, over center ice, he'll dump it in. Henrique behind the Edmonton goal, now to Lazar. Right wing to Murphy to Frederick. To Nurse, the left side, steered in by Henrique. The Oilers can make changes. Yes. Anderson comes up the left wing for the Kings. He'll get to center ice and he'll shoot it in. Near the right wing point, Byfield dumps it around. Right wing is Bouchard. Went off of McDavid. McDavid back into his own end to Ekholm on the left wing. And Ekholm weaves his way to center ice.
Captain's got to get moving his feet here. Like, he's getting grade A opportunity to play with some good players, and he's just stationary out there.
That shot into the Oilers, though. Ekholm taken to the end boards. Moore, the top of the circle, dumped down by Bouchard into the middle of the ice for Podkolzin. And it's Podkolzin over the LA line. He'll then drop it to Kapanen. Kapanen on the right wing to the right wing corner. Kapanen left corner to McDavid, to Kapanen, to McDavid. Still in the left corner of the Kings zone. McDavid trying to find some room. Goes in behind the net. His pass in front. And that one went off of Doughty. Right wing corner is Ty Emberson.
Puck at the ref.
Right side went off the skate of the ref. The puck on the end boards. And Anderson, as the Oilers back off, Anderson will come up to center ice. Now drill the puck into the Edmonton zone. 5 minutes gone here in the third. 1-0 Kings lead. Puck in behind the net. Wallman
got away.
Knocked Joseph to the boards. You're right, probably did. Wallman's got it left wing corner.
Joseph can be a dirty player at times. Took a run at Nugent Hopkins a few years ago, and Milan Lucic chased him around the building in Tampa Bay. He obviously wanted no part of that.
It's Doc to center ice for Edmonton. Over the center ice line, shoots it into the Kings zone. Dumoulin around the boards and out.
And I don't necessarily mean to say that's a bad quality, that he plays with a bit of an edge.
Right wing, Frederick into Kings territory to the right wing corner. Goes to the end boards with Ceci. Dumoulin trying to get a loose puck, but he gets tied up. And they've got it up against the end boards. Ceci went to dig it out. It's jammed on goal. The save by Forsberg. He's trying to find it. It is still loose. Comes in front of the net, and Forsberg does cover it. 5:57 gone in the third. 1-0 Kings lead.
This game is a slog today. It is hard to create opportunities in this hockey game.
Shots are just 17-15 for Edmonton.
Trevor Moore got inside of McDavid. McDavid tried to pivot around him and knocked him. Complete interference, but they've let them go both ways. I mean, the one penalty call was Edmonton got the only power play in this game.
Face off to the left of Forsberg. Roslovic, McDavid, and Savoy on the ice with Ekholm and Bouchard. Lawton taking the draw for Los Angeles. Puck into the corners. McDavid up against the boards. That is cleared out by Lawton over the head of Bouchard. Won't be hard enough for icing as Ekholm stops him behind the Edmonton net.
Think about what they did here. They got the lead, and they just grounded and pounded it down. This is how they play.
And gets turned over, and it's Moore into the Oilers zone. Moore will shoot it. Glove save made by Ingram. He'll hold on to it. We'll take a break. 6 minutes, 21 seconds gone here in the third period. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers. We'll be right back from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Four Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 1-0. Kings lead. 6:21 gone in the third. Artemi Panarin, the only goal scorer, and that is 7:34 into the first period.
Well, I talked with Brendan Escott on our pregame show, and I said, if the Oilers get to 4, they win the game. Problem is, right now, they're at 0.
Yeah.
They had some chances in the first. They had some looks in the power play in the second. Since then, they've kind of gone away a bit here, Cam.
Off the draw on the Oiler end. It's Roslovic down the right wing. The shot save made by Forsberg as Jack Roslovic with a rush down the right wing, and there'll be a face-off in the Kings' end. You're right. The Oilers haven't had a ton of chances since the first.
I mean, the A-grade scoring opportunities, I had them through 2 periods, 5 each, and 2 of LA's came in the final minute of the period. Ingram's given them a good enough start to win the game.
Yep.
They just haven't been sharp offensively. And give the Kings credit.
Yep.
They've been physical and Edmonton's top players, and the Oilers are down a couple. Got to shoot it here.
Roslovic on the right side, top of the circle. Now to Nurse, comes down the right wing to the corner. A centering pass through the slot, goes to the left. Nurse gets it himself, then got dumped down, and the puck comes out. And then Kempe steals, just missed Copitar. It'll go right to Ingram. He'll rip it off the glass on the right. That almost went over. And at center ice, it's Nurse. Dumping the puck to the right corner, Lazar. In behind the Kings net. Turns in the left corner. Going to get away from Copitar. Lazar still with it to Nurse, left wing pointer shot, saved by Forsberg. A rebound just chopped wide by Frederick. And the puck in the right corner of the Kings zone. It'll go up to the line, it comes out. Edmonton has to regroup.
2 good chances created in around the net by putting the puck on the goal.
Wallman on the right wing to Doc. We'll dump it in on the backhand. It goes in behind the Kings net. Dumoulin on the left for Lawton. Now into the middle of the ice to Ceci. At center ice, shoots it in. Emberson to Wallman, left wing corner in Edmonton territory to Frederick. Now to the side of the net, Wallman. Right wing for Emberson, but it hopped over his stick. Comes back to Jake Wallman. Through the middle, has to go high in the air and out. Bumped down by Dumoulin. Turns in his own end. We're 8 minutes into the third. 1-0 Kings lead. On the left wing off the stick of right, it goes into the Oilers zone. Right wing corner is Bouchard. Long pass on the left, hit the stick of Byfield, launches over the glass, and it goes out of play.
The Oilers, since Leon Draisaitl has gone out, are 7-3-1. And overall this year are 9-4-1 with Leon. Missed 3 games midway through the season where they got back-to-back shutouts over the Vancouver Canucks and St. Louis Blues. Outscored them 11-0 over those 2 games. And that might have been the high mark of the season. I know they had a 5-game winning streak, and they're on a 6-1-1 run. And this game is still there for them to go get. But LA sure isn't giving them much.
You got to get the next one. Faceoff's going to be at center. Nugent Hopkins against Armia. Nugent Hopkins won it between the Oiler defensemen.
At times it looks like Kapanen is a much better player when he's playing with Leon.
McDavid on the right wing to Bouchard to McDavid. Comes into the LA end. Went to drop it. It got caught up in his skates. Armia. Get to center ice, but that's it. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line.
Armia's a solid pro. Good third-line player.
Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins into the Kings zone. Turns it around on the right. Gets into the skates of McDavid. Now to Kapanen, the shot and the save made by Forsberg. Puck into the slot, and Byfield's got it for the Kings. He's out to center. He's down the left wing. Gave it to Moore. Cross ice to LaFerriere. Missed him with it. Bouchard to Ekholm.
Good job, Nugent Hopkins in support there.
Drops the puck, and it's McDavid, left wing to Bouchard. He'll leave it. Podkolzin hammers it wide.
Got to hit the net there. Got to hit the net to the short side, Camp.
It goes wide all the way down the ice. So Nurse out from behind the net. 1-0 Kings, 10:39 to go in the second. To Murphy. Through the middle off of Henrique. Ceci. In the right wing corner of his own zone. Off the boards and out. Pass through the middle off the stick of Panarin and goes into the Kings' end. Dumoulin in behind the net. And scoops it up the right wing. Gave it to Kempe. Looking into the Oilers zone through the middle. Drops it to Panarin on the right for Copitar. Now to Clark. Clark waiting and still has the top of the circle. His pass across, that's broken up. And out to center ice. It's Podkolzin, right wing to Frederick. Frederick, his pass for Nurse, and that off a stick. Panarin will go the other way. Right wing to Kempe, into the Oilers zone. Cross ice pass, does not connect with Copitar. Panarin on the blue line to Clark, now to Copitar. To Clark on the left wing. 1-0 Kings here in the third period. 9:42 to go in the third. Puck in the left wing corner. Ward over to the right. Ward along the right wing board. Szymanski got it away from him. Nurse will get it out through, or get it to the line, but not quite out off of Frederick. But that was kept in. Murphy to Nurse. The left wing that does get out. Ceci will hammer it right back in. In the left wing corner is Wallman. Up the boards to McDavid. Give it to Doc. Comes into the LA zone. Down the left wing. A shot. A riser that misses. Goes off the glass and comes out. Bouchard to Kapanen. Kapanen into the Kings end. Met by Mikey Anderson. And he gets it to center ice.
Sperry's fighting it today. Got to move your feet.
Morrill shoot it in. McDavid in his own end, dropping it back to Wallman. Wallman on the right wing. Into the Kings zone. Pass across on the left. Shot towards the net. Didn't get a lot on it. Was Lazar. The save made by Forsberg. The Ferrier on the right wing to the line. It hit Wallman. It does come out. McDavid waits for everybody to get onside. Comes in on the right wing to Bouchard. And he drills it on net. And a save by Forsberg. Squeezes it. We get the whistle. 8:24 to go in the third. 1-0. Kings lead the Oilers. We'll be right back from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles' Ford dealers. NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
On the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles, 1-0 Kings lead the Edmonton Oilers. We got 8:24 to go in the third period. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off in the Kings zone to the left of Forsberg. Lazar, McDavid, Savoy on the ice with Bouchard and Ekholm. Lawton taking the draw for the Kings. And the puck into the right wing corner. McDavid out to Savoy. Saved by Forsberg. Ekholm goes to the left wing corner with it. Put it in front. It goes off a stick. Bouchard across. It hit a stick. Sent on net. And a save made by Forsberg off of Savoy. It's cleared out. It won't be icing.
Two good looks for Matt Savoy.
McDavid winding it up out of the Oilers zone. 1-0 Kings here in the third to Ekholm. Over to Savoy, towards the net, saved by Forsberg. Moore can't get it out. Ekholm on the right wing to Savoy. To the right wing point for Bouchard. Got it to the corner. Anderson trying to clear, and it will get to the line. Moore playing it out to center ice. 7.5 to go in the third. 1-0 Kings. Oilers coming close. Bouchard at center. Cross to Kapanen. Into the Kings' end. Bouchard getting into it with Moore behind the play, but puck gets into the slot. Moore will dump it out. Nurse at center ice. Play it into the Kings zone. Clark has it on the right wing. Will get it out. Picked out of the air by Kapanen. Comes into Kings territory. Rolls it on the left. Panarin tried to clear it out. That goes off of Murphy. It does get to center. Then Copitar mishandles it. And it's at the LA line. Murphy on the right wing. Tried to shoot it in.
Oilers got to take the simple play, but it's there.
Now Nugent Hopkins will give it to Nurse. A shot. Partially deflected wide from the angle. The save by Forsberg as Frederick followed the play up. Forsberg made the save. He covers it up. We got 6:40 to go in the third. 1-0 Kings lead. Oilers getting some pressure. Forsberg looks like he's got a malfunction with his pad, and he's fixing it right now. Shots now 27-17 in favor of Edmonton.
So 10-2 Edmonton here in the third.
Szymanski, Frederick, and Doc on the ice with Murphy and Nurse.
And Forsberg was there for the taking in the first period when pucks were hitting him and he couldn't find it. But Edmonton wasn't hungry enough around the net or couldn't get the bounce. And now he's locked in and making some stops.
Ceci off the right wing boards. It does not get out. Dumoulin will try the left side. Murphy had pinched down a bit. And this time Lawton will get it out for the Kings. Right wing for Ceci. Dumps it into the Oilers zone. Murphy on the right. Frederick to the line. Dumoulin kept it in. Murphy behind his net for Nurse. Left wing to Doc. It goes off of him and out. Dumoulin in the neutral zone. And played it just to the Edmonton line. Frederick will get it into the LA end. Ceci Skates in front of his net to LaFerriere, across to Dumoulin. Over center. Wire it in. Ekholm to Bouchard. On the right wing, and Savoy one touches to McDavid. He comes in over the line. He might go to the net and just poked off his stick as Doughty was in front of him. The puck along the boards. LaFerriere can't clear it. Mikey Anderson, there's going to be a penalty to McDavid. He got the glove in on Mikey Anderson, and the whistle goes. It's going to be a holding call. With 5:33 to go here in the third. 1-0 Kings lead, and the Kings will go on their first power play.
And he's giving it right now to the ref, let me tell you.
We'll take a break. Oilers shorthanded when we come back. McDavid to the box for the hold. From the Crypto.com arena, 1-0 Kings here in the third. It's four dealers, NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. In the third, 1-0 Kings lead the Oilers. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. McDavid to the box for the hold. First power play of the game for Los Angeles.
Oilers penalty killing 24th at 77.2. LA 30th in the league at power play at 17.1. They've been coming on of late. Huge kill. This is the game for Edmonton.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off in the Edmonton zone. Puck along the boards to the point. It's Clark off the left wing to Panarin. Now left wing corner, LaFerriere to Panarin. Cross the line to Clark on the right to Kempe. To the blue line for Clark on the left. Panarin shot save made by Ingram. That was a redirection by LaFerriere. Good stop by Connor Ingram, and the Oilers clear it out. Clark comes out from behind his net. Anje Copitar, the left wing for LaFerriere. LaFerriere over center will dump it in. Kempe to LaFerriere on the left wing for Panarin. He's into the left wing corner to the blue line for Clark to Panarin. Cross ice to Kempe. He's off the right side. A shot blocked. It comes in front of the net. A smack at it. Save made by Ingram. It's still loose. Now he covers it up. Kopitar had swept it towards the net. Ingram kept it out. Everybody gathers near the side of the goal. 4:35 to go in the third. 1-0 Kings lead.
And Kempe got away with a stick. Got the stick up on Ekholm.
Ingram gets into it with Panarin a little bit. Face-off will be to the left of Connor Ingram.
Well, it's possible they're having a geopolitical conversation.
It is possible.
Because Connor Ingram
is well tuned in.
Yes.
Yeah. Off the draw, Henrique stick snapped in half. Puck on the point. Henrique gets another twig over to Panarin, and his one-timer goes wide off the glass, out of play. Face-off will stay in the Oiler end. 55 seconds left in the penalty to McDavid. Face-off to the right of Ingram. Henrique against Kopitar. Kopitar's last regular season game here in Los Angeles. Kopitar out of the face-off circle. Kempe to take the draw against Henrique.
Not to win draws.
Kempe to the line to Clark. A shot that just missed. And Kopitar on the right wing recovers to Clark towards the goal. That hits somebody. Goes over to the left wing. Panarin, left wing corner to LaFerriere. To Panarin, top of the circle. Walks to the middle. His shot, that was blocked by Murphy. It's cleared out by Henrique.
What a baby, Kempe. He tries to sell everything, that guy.
Clark up the left wing to Panarin.
Gamesmanship 101 today from LA.
Panarin checked at the line. It comes out.
And they're being aided and abetted, but the fact there's no calls. So you're getting away with sticks across the hands, late hits.
Doughty on the right wing to Lawton. Off his stick, and Ekholm will drill it down the ice. Penalty to McDavid's just about done. 3:35 to go in the third. 1-0 Kings lead. McDavid poised and will now step out onto the ice. Los Angeles 0 for 1 on the power play.
Got to get one here if you're Edmonton to tie the game.
Nurse in behind the net. Right wing corner to Murphy. To Nurse. Through the middle, does not connect with McDavid. Murphy is in behind his goal, left wing to put Colson, and he'll get to center ice. Flip the puck to the right wing corner.
Hit him.
Anderson turning off the glass to Byfield, now to Moore. With LaFerriere, gives it to him on the right wing. LaFerriere, a shot, pad save made by Ingram.
Too easy of a zone entry there, let me tell you.
Bouchard to McDavid into the Kings' end. Along the left wing boards, into the slot. Bouchard doesn't get a shot. On the right, it goes to Podkolzin, and Bouchard, he hammers it wide. McDavid in the left wing corner. To the blue line to Bouchard, waiting, the shot, and that one goes
into LaFerriere.
LaFerriere had it caught up in his jersey, and now it drops down. No one knew where it was. We got 2:33 to go in the third. 1-0 Kings lead.
What do you do here? Did you pull him?
Not yet. Face-off will be to the right of Forsberg. Calling timeout.
Yeah, I think
that group was tired.
Yeah, I think you got to look at
if he gained possession.
Timeout, Edmonton. The Oilers use their 30-second timeout.
All right. Shots are now 28-20 in favor of the Oilers. They're down 1-0 here to the Kings. Desperately trying to tie this thing up. No, Ingram is going to the bench.
56% on face-offs for LA. McDavid's 5-3. Szymanski's had a rough afternoon, just 2 of 7. It's going to be McDavid. Copitar's 14-9. But it's probably going to be Lawton, don't you think?
Yep, I do.
And Lawton 6-4.
Yeah.
60%. Could be. We got 2 centermen out there.
McDavid, Roslovic, Nugent-Hopkins, Podkolzin, Bouchard, Ekholm on the ice. Oiler net empty. Lawton taking the draw for the Kings. McDavid wins it. Ekholm left wing point. Around the boards behind the net to Podkolzin. Right side for Nugent-Hopkins. To the blue line to Bouchard. He'll shoot it. That was blocked. It hit Byfield. It comes out. Bouchard will dump it right back in. Doughty in the corner had to go over his stick. McDavid to the blue line for Ekholm. In behind the net to Podkolzin. Right side to Nugent-Hopkins. To Podkolzin. Now on the left to McDavid. He'll come to the top of the circle. To the point to Ekholm. To McDavid. Taken to the boards by Lawton. Roslovic swept it in behind the net. Podkolzin got tied up. Doughty will get it around to Byfield. He won't get it out. Bouchard had kept it in. Puck along the boards inside the LA zone. Minute 42 to go here in the third. 1-0 Kings lead as they battle for it in the right wing corner. Goes to the top of the circle. Byfield will get it out. A bank shot that will go just hard enough for icing. With a minute and a half to go here in the third. Wallman onto the ice for the Oilers to take off Ekholm. Face off to the right of Forsberg.
So Nugent-Hopkins, Roslovic, but Colson got to hop in here to support McDavid against Byfield taking the draw.
And the puck into the skates of LaFerriere to the line, got it out to Lawton at center. A backhand goes off of Bouchard. And Bouchard will start the rush for the Oilers with a minute 18 to go here in the third. And Edmonton down 1-0 to McDavid in over the LA line on the right. On the right side to the blue line. Bouchard across to Wallman. A shot. That's blocked. Went off of Copitar. He'll turn and shoot it out. And that'll be wide of the Edmonton net. It's icing with 1 minute to go here in the third period.
Well, if you ever miss Draisaitl here, right? He'd be the first face-off man.
Boys coming out and Ekholm back. Roslovic and Wallman off the ice. Face off to the right of Forsberg.
Why is Copitar not waved out of the circle? He jumped in first on that draw against McDavid. That's what McDavid's saying. Why is Copitar allowed to stay in the draw here?
All right, making sure the time was right. It is. And they drop the puck. It gets into the corner.
Oh, nice
Over
read.
to the right. Bouchard in from the right wing point. Behind the net. Puck goes in out to Nugent Hopkins. That missed him, and it goes all the way down.
We're lucky that didn't go into that.
Ekholm out from behind that empty Oiler goal. Ekholm to center ice, shoots it in. Forsberg slowed it up. Edmondson to CC. That won't get out. McDavid in the corner. Dumped down by Edmondson. Shot towards the net, and it's wide. It'll be icing against the Kings.
Obvious trip missed by Stripes. Connor's going, come on. Obvious. Had a chance to make a play off the wall.
26 seconds left. 1-0 Kings lead. Face off to the right of Forsberg. It goes to the corner. Edmondson over to Kempe. He'll shoot it towards the net. That misses. Icing again. 19 seconds left. Face-off stays to the right of Forsberg.
Nugent Hopkins to take the draw here. Should try to get Copitar waved out is what he should do.
Both teams are having a conference, so they're checking something over at the penalty box to make sure the time is correct. I got 19 seconds on the clock. Off the draw, puck goes behind the goal. Edmondson wrapping it. It goes off his skate. McDavid into the slot. To Bouchard, a shot off a stick goes out of play. 9 seconds left. Be another face-off in the Kings zone.
Lazar's a right shot. He's coming out to take the draw.
So Lazar against Copitar. In the face-off circle to the left of Forsberg.
Got to win the draw.
Goes into the corner. Roslovic up against the boards on the right side. 4 seconds left. They still have it all tied up. Oilers might not get a shot. They won't. It's over. 1-0 the final. The Kings defeat the Edmonton Oilers as everybody's gathered up against the boards inside the Kings zone. But Anton Forsberg gets his third shutout of the season, 11th of his NHL career.
Wasted a good start from Connor Ingram today.
Forsberg's won his last 4. Yeah, Ingram was very good for Edmonton.
Handed them the only goal, and their guys stopped the puck.
And the Edmonton Oilers dropped this one 1-0 to the LA Kings. Artemi Panarin, the goal scorer. It was in the first period. It was 7:34 in. That was it. Both teams had chances. Both goaltenders made plenty of saves. And the LA Kings, who are trying to solidify their playoff position, did themselves a favor with a win.
Favor, yeah.
Yep.
They are within 3 points of Edmonton.
Yeah, they will move to 87. Oilers still with 90.
And they got an easy road schedule.
That's right. They're in Seattle, Vancouver, Calgary to close it out. So the Kings
I gotta
good
tell
to
you,
make the
not
playoffs.
hungry enough today from enough Oilers players. You know, just too many. There were some passengers today, some guys that didn't dig. I didn't mind Colton Dock and Trent Frederick. Frederick finished with 6 hits. Colton Dock and Frederick each had 6 hits. They were in on the forecheck. The giveaway by Bouchard, the only goal of the game. And Edmonton just could not get the equalizer.
There was a puck in behind Forsberg. If Cody Ceci doesn't knock it with his stick, Henrique's going to score. And you got to give Ceci credit for getting it.
Henrique had 3 of the best chances to score. He's not the same guy he was a couple years ago. And, at this stage of the game, I mean, we're talking about a multiple-time 20-goal scorer. So, you got Colorado. You play like this against Colorado, you're going to lose 5 or 6-0. Edmonton's got to get home. We're not sure who Colorado's going to play. McCarr's dealing with an injury. So is Nazem Kadri, but they were already good before that. So Edmonton with some work to do here. We'll see what happens tonight with Winnipeg. But very frustrating 1-0 loss in Los Angeles today for the Oilers. Not good enough for me.
The Oilers could still clinch a playoff spot if the Jets don't win in regulation. Then the Oilers could still clinch a playoff spot. They needed a point here today, and they would have clinched one, but they don't. However, it could still happen later today. 1-0 the final. The Kings over the Oilers. Panarin the goal scorer. Anton Forsberg stopping all of them. 28 Edmonton shots. 3rd shutout of the season. 11th of his NHL career. 1-0. Kings defeat the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers drop to 40, 30, and 10. Kings improve to 34, 26, and 19. 1-0 Kings over the Oilers. A Rogers postgame show is coming up next.